Hello everyone, welcome to your next 7-day reading. So this is channeled messages in the form of a tarot reading for each zodiac sign for the next 7 days. So timeless message when you stumble across it, messages from Spirit for your next 7 days. Let's get started. Hello Aquarius. So your overall energy for the next 7 days is believe in the impossible with the blue moon. Where this is playing out, how this is playing out, aspect of yourself this is playing out in, we have clarity. And then we have the additional messages with the tarot. We have the Hanged Man, the Moon, and the Nine of Swords. Now I had the Moon and the Nine of Swords came out together, and I said to Spirit, I'm not quite sure which way you wanted me to put them. Spirit basically said it doesn't matter because we're going to read these two together. So there's a sense that these two have a message together. So let's start off with believe in the impossible. And I feel this is your overall energy for a very good reason, Aquarius. This week, with these cards, you don't have the clarity that is required to move forward in the sense of knowing. You're going to be going by feeling alone. And Aquarius, you can be very intuitive, but you also are an air sign. It's very much of the mind, very much of the intellect. And I feel you've got the clarity card here. Believe in the impossible. I feel like there's a sense here that your clarity will come more in your belief than in actually what you see in the next 7 days. Spirit just called my attention to my stone as well. That was a good choice these next 7 days. Actually, dreams do come true. Because I want you to start telling yourself that, Aquarius, like to really believe that dreams come true. They might not be exactly as we thought they would be, but they come true. Do you believe that? There's this sense of, can you believe in something bigger than you? That's the kind of sense I'm getting. Spirit's calling me down to the tarot now. And we'll come back to these cards. So you've got the Hanged Man. But first I want to touch on this Moon and this Nine of Swords. This is how you will be feeling in these next 7 days, Aquarius. The Moon is kind of starting a path where you're completely out of your comfort zone. You don't know what's up, you don't know what's down, you don't know what's left, you don't know what's right. It's literally losing your north. It's literally just losing your complete sense of direction. And there's a sense here that there is something other than you guiding you. And because it's a major arcana, it's Spirit. It's our higher self guiding. Now, that is going to be messing with your mind, Aquarius. These next 7 days are gonna have you just thinking, what am I doing? There's this sense of, I really, I want to put my hands in my head in my hands and just go, what the hell is going on? And not only with things exterior to you, but with what you're finding yourself that you're doing. You're going to be like, why did I say that? Why am I doing this? And I just got straight after that, do I really want this to end? So I'm wondering, Aquarius, Aquarius, if there's a sense of a little bit of self-sabotage with this energy, a little bit of, I'm going to push and see what happens. Now, Spirit's saying I need to explain that. Sometimes when instinctively we know something needs to end, but we're not quite prepared to end it, sometimes we'll push the boundary. We'll do that at work by pushing our luck, arriving late, not doing our job properly. We'll do that to the people around us to see if they will leave us, and then that way we're not the one that made the decision. It was sort of taken from us, but we kind of poked and prodded enough for a shift to happen. And this can be so subtle sometimes, Aquarius, that we don't even realize we're doing it. This can be so subtle, so it's going to really take wanting to see it. Because Spirit's saying to me, Aquarius, if you don't want to see this, if you don't want to own up to this, it's going to be really easy for you not to see it. There's really no clarity here. But you've got the clarity card here and you've got the Hanged Man. All this is happening, my friends, because Spirit wants you to see things from a different perspective. Spirit's moving you forward, moving you on from something. And a change in perspective is what's going to give you clarity. And I think that change of perspective is in your beliefs. Sometimes our beliefs can shackle us. They're not real tangible things, these beliefs. They're just what we believe. And when I say believe, I'm not talking about tangible known things. I'm talking about the abstract that we don't know. Things like God and the universe, and it's like all the spiritual aspects of what happens to us when we die. What is the soul really? All these kind of questions. And when you believe in something, it means that you believe. It's not a known fact. And Spirit's just said to me that's really important for you to understand, to differentiate between, Aquarius. We're not talking about facts here. We're talking about the unknown. And there's a sense here that Spirit is really guiding you to see something really differently, in a really different way than you have ever before. And for some of you, I'm getting the feeling that it's probably not something that you maybe even believed in. Did you think dreams were just hocus pocus? Oh, people, they've got their dreams because reality is too tough for them. So some of you literally do not believe in dreams. And there's this sense that Spirit is trying to shift something in you. Now, I'm not saying that, thank you, Spirit, for bringing this to my attention. I'm not saying that I'm not saying that you have to believe in dreams. I'm not saying that you have to believe in the impossible. What is an impossibility for me might seem like a possibility for you, and vice versa. So this is not me saying you should believe in things that you can't see. Nobody has the right, and even in a reading like this, like with spirit, me channeling spirit, spirit's even saying that your beliefs are your beliefs. What spirit is saying here is that spirit is trying to show you, expand you, change your point of view. I think, when you're looking at a bug crawling around the grass and you're looking down onto it, you've got a very different perspective of it than when you're lying at on the grass looking at it. I remember watching, I had a lot of spare time and I was in a very reflective mood, and I watched an ant drag a dragonfly. Now this dragonfly was hundreds of times bigger than this. It was a big bull ant, so the ant was at least that big. But the dragonfly was, way bigger with its wings, and the dragonfly was already dead. And I kind of watched it, and then I kind of got down on the ground and I watched it sideways, and I saw how uneven the footpath was and how much more difficult it was, and suddenly the climbs that it did looked so much taller when I got down to ground level than when I was looking from above. And suddenly what I already looked on as thinking wow it gave me even more of a wow. That's what spirit is doing for you, Aquarius. And the reason? It's all for clarity, my friends. The card says, let me trust my deepest instincts in all ways, especially when matters are unclear. May my holy intuition always guide the way. And I think, Aquarius, this with the swords here, I think this is very much the journey that you're on. It's allowing your intuition to guide you as opposed to just your head, being guided by something bigger and deeper. And for those of you that are listening, Spirit's just said to me, the message, you understand. And I'm so glad, because sometimes I find it is difficult to bring the message through and out. I'm going to leave it there, my friends. Love, light and blessings, Aquarius. Take good care of yourselves, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.